everyone, I'm ready with the new video, and in this video I'll be discussing about the applications of trigonometry. When we talk about the applications of trigonometry, there comes a situation. Suppose हमारे पास कोई एक जगह है जहाँ पर एक टावर है या बिल्डिंग है जिसकी हाइट बहुत ज़्यादा है, एंड वी आर स्टैंडिंग एट अ पॉइंट ऑन द ग्राउंड. हम एक ग्राउंड के किसी पॉइंट पे खड़े हैं. नाउ वी कीप ऑन थिंकिंग दैट व्हाट विल बी द हाइट ऑफ दिस बिल्डिंग और टावर. हमेशा जब हम कभी भी किसी ऊंची बिल्डिंग को देखते हैं तो हम ये अंदाजा लगाते हैं कि इस बिल्डिंग की हाइट कितनी होगी. तो जो कैलकुलेशन है, नो वन इज गोइंग टू गो एंड मेजर द हाइट ऑफ बिल्डिंग और हाइट ऑफ टावर, और वी कैन से इफ सम डिस्टेंट बिल्डिंग इज देयर. हम किसी बिल्डिंग से बहुत दूर हैं और वो बिल्डिंग हमको बहुत दूर से दिख रही है, वो इतनी ऊंची है कि हम उसको बहुत दूर से देख पा रहे हैं. बट वी डोंट नो हाउ फार इज दैट बिल्डिंग फ्रॉम आवर पोजिशन. ये पॉइंट से, इस पॉइंट से जहाँ पर हम खड़े हैं, ये बिल्डिंग कितनी दूर है, ये हम अंदाजा लगाते हैं कि ये लगभग 1 किलोमीटर होगा या हाइट जो है वो इतनी होगी. So that all can be done using the trigonometric concept. Here what we have to do, there is a basic concept called height and distance, where we use trigonometry to find the height and distance of any object from a given point. Here we have to consider the horizontal level. There are two reasons for which we will be discussing. First thing is that we are at the ground level, so the level of the earth, this will be taken as the horizontal level. Here in application of trigonometry, we have to find out the horizontal level. This is the basic idea from where will be our discussion will go towards the end. So this is the horizontal level. And now suppose if someone is at the top of the building, for this person it will be the horizontal level. So I am considering the first situation here. If a person is at point A and he is watching at point B, the horizontal level, suppose we take a point Q here, so the horizontal level is AQ, the height of the building is PQ, and the distance between the person and the one point at the top of building from A to P, this distance will be taken as the distance between the height and this point. So here clearly the building will be straight, so this angle will be considered as right angle. So we can say this whole situation where the point from where we are watching the building, the point at the ground and the top of the building, this whole is looking like a right angle triangle. So clearly we can use trigonometry here, and suppose the angle here is theta. Now the angle which we are taking here is the angle between these two distances AP and AQ, and as I told you, AQ is horizontal level here, and this distance, this is the point from where we are watching this point P. So this line is called line of sight. Means इस line के through हम इन object जो top most point है building का उसको देख रहे हैं. So this is called line of sight. So clearly we can use the concept of trigonometry and try to find out the height and the distance of this once we know this angle. So basic idea is to find out the angle. You must have seen on the ground, like in construction of roads, you must have seen the engineers working on the road. They use some camera and they keep on watching. So they actually watch the horizontal level, and then they assume that what is the height they need to put for the road. So that's all based on the concept of trigonometry, which we call applications of trigonometry. Now this is the situation where the observer is at point A. Now let us come to the another situation. Suppose the person which is observing is at the top of the building and it is watching at the ground. Suppose the person is here. Let me call this as X. this is y, and this one is z. Again the situation is same. Here now the horizontal level will be for this person from where we are watching, that point, that level will be taken as horizontal level. So for this person x, which is at x, the horizontal level will be a line which is parallel to the base, that is the earth. Now will be given this angle, means this is the angle which this horizontal level is making with the here again we will call this line of sight. Now the sight is in the downward direction, means earlier हम पॉइंट ए से पी की तरफ देख रहे थे, नीचे से ऊपर की तरफ, तो लाइन ऑफ साइट जो है ग्राउंड लेवल से हाइट की तरफ था. नाउ वी आर ऑब्जर्विंग फ्रॉम द टॉप मोस्ट पॉइंट टू द ग्राउंड, सो द लाइन ऑफ साइट विल बी फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम. तो ये जो लाइन होगी ये लाइन ऑफ साइट होगी, हॉरिजॉन्टल लेवल ये होगा, और जो एंगल थीटा हम लेते हैं यहाँ पर वो हॉरिजॉन्टल लेवल और लाइन ऑफ साइट के बीच में होता है. नाउ वन मोर थिंग, there is a term which we have to use, this angle theta. When we observe it from ground level to a height, this theta is called angle of inclination. Angle of inclination means how much inclination is there for the building. ये जो building है उसका inclination कितना है, this theta is known as angle of inclination. And here we are observing it from the top, so this is called angle of depression. This is called angle of depression. Here we are observing from the top point, so there is a depression from top point to the ground, so this angle is known as angle of depression. But when we use the simple properties based on the parallel line, as I told you, this line which is the horizontal level from top and this line which is the horizontal ground level, they will be parallel, and once they are parallel, this line AP, this line of sight in both the cases will be a transversal. So we can say this angle and this angle are alternate interior angles, so we can use them as theta, and this angle will also be theta. So whenever we will be discussing about the question based on the applications of trigonometry, we will use both the situations. Once when we are observing from the top, we will be having the angle of depression, and that will be equal to the angle at the ground by using the co-interior property. When the lines are parallel, this line of sight will work as the transversal, and when the observation is from the ground point, this angle will be the angle of inclination, which will be equal to the angle in between the topmost level and the line of sight. So these are the basic concepts related to the height and distance which we will use in the solution of question. Now in this video I will be taking up the questions from your NCERT book, and I will solve all the questions in the single video. So I am ready with the first question from your NCERT book, that is exercise 9.1 question number 1. The main thing in the questions of height and distance is the figure. So we will go through the question and try to draw the figure, then the question will be very simple. The solution of question number 1. Here the question is, a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole on the ground. Find the height of pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degrees. Here the situation is something like this. So here in this question, what we have to do, the first question of your exercise 9.1, the circus artist is climbing a rope which is 20 meters in length, and it is tightly stretched and tied at a point on the ground. Suppose this is the point A where the rope is attached to the ground. Now this is the tower. Let me assume that the tower of height is h, and this point I am assuming as A, and this will be this B and C. So A, B, C. This is the diagram. Now The question is, if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree, we have to find the height of tower. Now, look at this situation. Here, if we look in the triangle ABC, here AC is the hypotenuse. This angle will be the right angle as the pole will be vertical tower. So this tower is making an angle of 90 degree with the horizontal level AB. So AC will work as the hypotenuse. This BC, that is the height of this pole, is perpendicular, and the AB is base. So the angle here is 30 degree. Clearly we need height. So in these all questions, we have to take one situation where according to the given sides, we have to take a ratio. We have to select a ratio from all 6 available ratios, that is sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, and the reciprocals, that is cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. हमको ऐसा रेशियो चूज करना है जिसमें हमको एक अननोन वैल्यू हो और एक नॉन वैल्यू हो. Then only we'll be able to solve the question. So here in this triangle I am using this is perpendicular and this one is hypotenuse for this angle 30 degree. So I am using here sin 30 for this triangle. So sin 30 here will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is BC upon AC, and the value of sin 30 is 1/2, and the BC I am taking here is height h and the length AC is 20. So from here if I cross multiply this, what we will get? We will be getting 20 is equals to 2 into h. So this is what we are getting. 20 upon 2 is height. So from here the height of the tower is coming out to be 10 meters. So this is a very simple question of application of trigonometry, where we have to use a single ratio to find out the height of tower. Means the total height of the pole or tower where this rope is tightly stretched to the ground. The length of rope is 20 and the height above which this is tied is 10 meters. Come to the second question of height and distance exercise. The question is about a tree which is broken down due to storm. आपने देखा होगा कि जो बड़े बड़े ट्रीज होते हैं वो स्टॉर्म के समय टूट जाते हैं. तो ऐसी एक सिचुएशन दी हुई है. ओरिजिनली लेट द हाइट द लेंथ of tree, or we can say the total length of tree is AC originally. Now when it is broken from point A, the C point is touching the ground at point D. Means ये जो portion होगा यहाँ पे bend हो गया और ये ground पे आ गया. तो ये जो point जो tree की जो base है उससे इस ground पे जो point है इसकी distance है 8 meters. The angle which is this broken part is making with the ground is 30 degree. We have to find the total height of tree. What is the total height? The total height here is AB plus BD. AB plus BD means if we somehow find out AB and BD, we'll be able to calculate the total height of the tree. So here the length which I am taking as AC is nothing but the height of tree, and if we are able to calculate the length of AB and BD, we will add these two distances to get the original height of tree. So now let us come to this situation. As I told you in the previous question that for solving this question we have to consider one known value and one unknown value. So here we have a simple right angle triangle. So we will be writing in triangle ABD, which is right angled at A. If we try to find out the length of AB, we have to consider AB and AD. For this angle D 30 degree, the AB is working as perpendicular and AD is the base. So perpendicular upon base is, so I am writing here perpendicular upon base, which is nothing but tan theta. So here the angle is 30 degrees, so I am writing tan 30 degrees. AB upon AD. Now Here AB is not known to us, so we are writing it as it is AB. The distance length of AD is 8 meter. This is the distance where the top of tree touches the ground. So this is 8 and 1030 is 1 by root 3. So from here the value of AB is coming out to be, if we carry this 8 to the RHS, this will come out to be 8 by root 3 meters. So this is the length of this part, which is from where the tree broke down. Now the second case, if we consider the base and the hypotenuse, we'll be able to find out the length of hypotenuse. So now here I am considering the known and unknown side will be hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse is nothing but cos. So as I told you, Pandit Badri Prasad har bole. So base upon hypotenuse is clearly cos theta. So I am taking here cos 30 degree is equals to base, that is AD, upon BD. Here the length of AD is 8 and BD is unknown here, which we want to calculate. And cos 30 is root 3 by 2. This is equals to 8 by BD. So from here the length of BD which we are getting here, if we cross multiply this, we will be getting root 3 BD is equals to 2 into 8, that is 16, and from here the length BD is coming out to be 16 upon root 3 meter. So this is the length BD and this one is AB. Now the height of tree, will be the addition of these two values. So height of tree which we want to calculate here is AB plus BD, which is BD is same as BC. So we will be writing this addition here, 8 root 3 plus 16 root 3. Here we can directly add this. So this will be 8 plus 16, that is 24 upon root 3. The base is same. As we know that we cannot keep the irrational number in denominator, so we have to rationalize. So multiply with root 3 both the numerator and denominator. So here we will be getting 24 root 3 upon root 3 into root 3 square will be 3. So when we divide it by 3, we will be getting 8 root 3 meters. So this is the height of tree, which broke down from a distance 8 by root 3 and it touches ground at a distance of 8 meters. So this is how we solve these kind of. So now let us come to the third question here. The question is about the slide which we installed for different ages. So first case is for below 5 years of age. The slide is at height 1.5 meter and the angle which is made by the slide at the ground is 30 degree. And for the age above 5 years elderly children, the height is 3 meters and the angle which is inclined at which the slide is inclined to the ground is 60 degrees. In both the cases we have to find the length of slide. So here clearly the case is very simple. Here we have to find the hypotenuse. If we consider for angle 30 degree and 60 degree, we have to calculate the height. So clearly in triangle ABC here, for the first case, we have to use perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is unknown, so we'll be using sine 30 degree. Sine 30 is perpendicular, that is AC, and hypotenuse is BC. Now the value of sine 30 here is 1 by 2 and AC is 1.5 meter and BC we want to calculate. So from here if we cross multiply, we are getting BC is equals to 2 into 1.5, that is 3 meters. So here the length of this small slide for below 5 years of age children is 3 meters. Similarly for elder children of age above 5 years, in triangle PQR we can write the same situation here. Here also the perpendicular, the angle here is sine 60 degree and so the angle here in this situation for triangle PQR is 60 degree. So the sine 60 here will be perpendicular, that is PR upon QR. Now the value of sin 60 is root 3 by 2. PR is 3 meters and the QR we want to calculate. So the value which we are getting here on cross multiplication is root 3 QR is equals to 6. Then we have to calculate the QR. So this will come here. Now we have to rationalize this, as we cannot keep a irrational number in the denominator. So we multiplied it by root 3. So we are getting here 6 root 3 upon 3. We divide it by 3. So the value here coming out is 2 root 3 meters. So from here we can find out the length of the slide, that is 2 root 3 meters, and here it was 3 meters. It was just double and it is somewhat less. So this is how we calculate the situation here, where the length of slide coming out to be. In first case, it is where we use the sin 30 angle, as the angle is 30. So it is 1.5 upon BC. On cross multiplication we got 3 meters. Here the angle is 60 degrees. So root 3 by 2 is 3 upon the hypotenuse. So from here we are getting the length of hypotenuse as 2 root 3 meters. So now let us come to the fourth question from your the NCERT exercise. So let us come to the fourth question from your NCERT book, and the situation is something like this, where I draw this figure. In this figure you can clearly see we have a tower AB which is inclined to the ground from a point by angle 30 degree, which is 30 meters away from its base. We have to calculate the height of tower. It's a very simple question based on trigonometry. Here we have a right angle triangle ABC, which is right angle at A. Here the known value is base and we want to calculate the height, that is perpendicular. So clearly we have to use tan theta, that is tan 30, and as you know that tan 30 is perpendicular upon base. So here in this triangle the perpendicular is AB and the base is AC. So tan 30, the value of tan 30 is 1 by root 3, and the length of AB is height, so that we want to calculate, and the base here is 30. So from here the value which we are getting on cross multiplication is root 3 AB is equals to 30. So the value of AB will be 30 upon root 3, and as I told you in previous questions, we cannot keep the irrational number here, so this will be 30 root 3 upon 3. So when we divide it by 3, we will be getting the height of tower, that is 10 root 3 meters. So this is how we solve this very simple question based on the. So let us come to the next question of your exercise, that is question number 5. It is about the kite which is flying at a height of 60 meters. Now the string of the kite is attached to the ground at a point C, which is making an angle of 60 degree with the ground. इस kite की जो string है उसको ground पे एक point पे temporarily बांध दिया गया है, जो string है वो ground के साथ 60 degree angle बना रही है. Currently the height of the kite is 60 meters. We have to calculate, assuming that the string is straight, we have to calculate the length of string. Clearly it's a question of trigonometry. Here we want to calculate the hypotenuse. So perpendicular upon hypotenuse will be the sine. So here I am writing in triangle ABC, which is right angle at A. The perpendicular here is AB, so we can write sine 60. The theta here is 60 degree. So sine 60, the perpendicular, that is AB, and the hypotenuse, that is the string itself, is BC. Now the value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2, and AB is given, that is the kite is at a height of 60 meters, so this is the AB, that is 60 meters upon BC. If we cross multiply this, we will be getting root 3 BC is equals to 60 into 2. So this is what we are getting here, root 3 BC is equals to 120, and from here we are getting the value of BC as 120 upon root 3. Then again we have to Rationalize this, so we'll be getting 120 root 3 upon root 3 square, that is 3. Divide this 120 by 3, we'll be getting 40. So the length of string is BC, which is 40 root 3 meter. So this is how we solve. So these all 5 questions which I discussed till now are very simple. Here we have to just draw the correct figure. If the figure is wrong, then the question will be wrong. Here we have to just go through the question and try to draw the figure very easily. So when we use the simple trigonometric ratios applicable in the situation to get the unknown side, here always we have to make sure that out of these two values, the numerator and denominator, one value should be known and other one should be unknown. It can be anything. So we have to use the situational trigonometric ratio given in the question, and then we have to find the unknown in the question. So now let us come to the next question, that is question number 6. And here the situation is very different. Here we have a boy with height 1.5 meter. It's the boy which is here present in the question is having a height of 1.5 meter. Initially he was at point A, and here we have a building whose height is 30 meters. The boy starts moving towards the building. Initially the angle of inclination for this top of the building was 30 degrees from his eyes, and once he moved some distance, the angle of inclination now becomes 60 degrees. We have to calculate the distance which he moved so that the angle of inclination changes from 30 degree to 60 degree. So here we can assume that initially he was at a point A and then he came to point F. The distance moved here I am assuming as x, which we want to calculate. Now as the height of the boy is 1.5 meters and the total height of building is 30. If I want to calculate this distance CD, this will be nothing but the total height of building subtracted by the height of boy. If we take the difference of the height of building and boy, the remaining distance will be equal to this CD. So which I calculated 30 minus 1.5, it is 28.5 meters. Now to calculate this distance x, we will be using two triangles. Whenever there are two angles, directly we have to come to the two situations, that is there are two right angle triangles here. First triangle which we have to take is GCD triangle, the triangle which is making an angle 60 degree in it. So here in triangle GCD, here we know the value of CD as 28.5 meters. I am taking this value here. GD we want to calculate so that we can use it in the next part. Here if we look at the situation, the CD is perpendicular and GD is the base. So perpendicular upon base is 10. So 10, 60 here is perpendicular is CD and base is GD. CD is 28.5 meters, which we calculated. GD we don't know. So from here 10, 60 is root 3. So this value of GD is coming out to be 28.5 upon root 3 meter. This is the value of GD which we will use in the next part of the same question. Now let us consider the other triangle, other right angle triangle here. So the triangle here which we are taking is in triangle BCD, which is right angle again at D. Here also the angle is 30 degree. This is the perpendicular and this whole will work as base. So tan 30 here, the angle is 30, is equals to CD upon the base here is BD. Now tan 30 is 1 by root 3 and The length of CD is also known to us, that is 28.5 meter. Now look at BD. BD is equal to BG plus GD, and BG is same as the distance which he moved from point A to S, that is X. So let me take 1 by root 3 is equal to 28.5 upon BG I am taking here as X, plus the value of GD we have already calculated, that is 28.5 upon root 3. Now let us cross multiply this and try to solve for the X, which is the distance he will be moving, so that the angle increases from 30 to 60. So when we cross multiply this, 1 will be multiplied with the denominator, so we are getting X plus plus 28.5 upon root 3 is equals to 28.5 root 3. Now we have to calculate the value of X, so we will be shifting this value here in the right hand side. So X is coming out to be 28.5 root 3 minus 28.5 upon root 3. This is what we are getting from here. So the value of X is, if we take 28.5 common here, this will be root 3 minus 1 upon root 3. If we simplify this, we will be getting this value. The LCM will be root 3, and here root 3 square minus 1, so this will be 3 minus 1. So from here we are getting 28.5 into 2 root 3 square minus 1 will be 2 upon root 3. Again we cannot keep root 3 in the denominator, so we have to rationalize it, multiply root by root 3 and root 3 in the both numerator and denominator. So from here we are getting 28.5 into 2 root 3 upon 3. Now we can divide 28.5 by 3, so we will be getting 1 there, and if you divide it by 3, you will be getting 9.39 is 27. Then 1 is remaining, so 3 5 is this. So the value here which we are getting is 9.5 into 2, which is 19 and root 3 meters. So the distance which the boy will move so that the angle becomes 30 degree to 60 degree is 19 root 3. Question number 7. The situation here in this question is something like this. We have a transmission tower on the building. Let us assume that BC is representing the building whose height is 20 meters, and we have a tower which is DC here, and we want to calculate the height of this tower. Now we take a point A on the ground level, horizontal level at the ground, from where the angle of elevation of the top of tower is 60 degree and the angle of elevation of base of tower, which is the top of building, is 45 degree. So here we have two situations. We have two right angles, ABC and ABD. So one by one we will consider these triangles and we will try to find out the height. So here clearly in triangle ABC, if we use in this situation we can use tan theta, because we know the height of this building and we do not know the distance of point A from the base of building. So I am using here tan. In triangle ABC I am using tan theta, that is tan 45, and here the perpendicular is BC and the base is AB. Tan 45 is nothing but 1 and BC is 20 meters. So from here we are getting AB is also 20 meters. So the base, the distance from the point to the base of building is 20 meters. Now let us consider the triangle ABD. The triangle ABD. Now in triangle ABD we have the perpendicular as BD and the base is AB. So again I am using tan theta, that is tan 60 this time. यहाँ पर जो थीटा है वो 60 डिग्री हो जाएगा जब हम पूरा ABD ट्रायंगल लेंगे. इसकी जो परपेंडिकुलर है वो है BD और बेस जो है वो है AB. BD upon AB. So here the distance, the value of 1060 is root 3 is equals to, the BD can be divided into two parts, that is DC plus BC. Here DC plus BC and AB. So if we substitute the values, DC is nothing but the height of tower, so I am using it as H, which is the unknown which we want to calculate here. BC is 20 and AB is also 20, which we calculated in this first part. Now let us cross multiply this. We will be getting 20 root 3 is equals to H plus 20. So from here we need the value of H, which will come out to be 20 root 3 minus 20. If we take 20 common in this, we will be getting root 3 minus 1. So the height of the tower, which is fixed over the top of building, is 20 multiplied by root 3 minus 1. So now let us come to the question number 8. Here in this question, we have the question similar to the previous question, but the difference is that we have a pedestal where one statue is installed. The height of pedestal is not given to us, which we have to calculate. The statue is having height 1.6 meters. Now we have taken one point on the ground, which is at some distance from the base of pedestal. From this point A, the angle of elevation of the statue, the top of statue is 60 degree, and the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. We have to calculate the height of the pedestal. So clearly it is similar to the previous question. Here let me use the first triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we will be using the same angle 45, 10, 45, and the perpendicular here is BC and the base is AB. The value of 1045 is 1, so BC we are taking it as H and AB. So from here we are getting AB as same as the height of the pedestal, that is H. Now we will use this situation to find out the second ratio here. We will consider the triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, the angle here is 60 degree, so tan 60 degree is equals to, now the perpendicular is BD upon base is AB, BD upon AB. So root 3 is the value here. Now the distance BD is DC plus CB upon the base is AB. Now let us substitute the known values here. DC is 1.6, that is the height of the statue, and CB is nothing but H, which we want to calculate, and AB is also H from the first part. So here we can cross multiply this, so we will be writing root 3H is equals to 1.6 plus H, and here root 3H minus H is equals to 1.6. So from here we are getting H common, root 3 minus 1 is equals to 1.6, and if we want to calculate the value of H, it will be root 3 minus 1 in the denominator. Now this has to be rationalized, इसको हमको rationalize करना पड़ेगा, तो हम इसके conjugate means root 3 plus 1 से multiply करेंगे, तो यहाँ पर ऐसी वैल्यू आती है 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 upon this. Here we will use a plus b into a minus b, that is a square, that is root 3 square, which will come out to be 3, and then b square, that is 1. So from here what we are getting, the height is 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 upon 2. So the height here I am getting is 0.8 multiplied with root 3 plus 1. So this is the value in meters. So we can say the height of the pedestal will be 0.8 multiplied with root 3 plus 1. So let us come to this question number 9 here. In this question, we have two different objects standing on the ground. First object is a tower which is BC here and the building which is AD. The height of the tower is 50 meters and we have to calculate the height of building. Here the angles which are known to us, the angle of elevation of the building, top of building from the foot of tower is 30 degree and the angle of elevation of top of the tower from the base of building is 60 degree. We have to calculate the height of building. This is a very simple question based on the same trigonometry concept. Here we can consider two triangles. Here this angle B and A will be right angles. So if we consider, first if we consider triangle ABC, in triangle ABC where we have the tower, the angle which we have is 60 degree, so I am taking tan 60 here. This will be perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is BC and the base is AB. The value of tan 60 is root 3 and BC here is 50 meters upon AB. So from here we are getting the value of AB as, if we cross multiply and simplify this, we will be getting 50 by root 3 as the value of AB. The distance between the two standing situations here, the distance between the building and tower is AB, that is 50 by root 3. Now let us consider other triangle here, the triangle ABD. So here in this ABD triangle, angle A is 90 degree. The angle which is given to us is 30 degree. So tan 30 we are taking here. This is perpendicular, that is AD, upon base, that is AB. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. AD is height and AB, which we calculated here, is 50 by root 3. So from here we are getting the height of tower as root 3h is equals to 50 by root 3. So from here we are getting this value as h will be 50 root 3 into 1 upon root 3. So this is, we can solve this to get 50 by root 3 square, which is nothing but 50 by 3 meters. If we solve this, we will be getting something around 16.6. So now let us come to this question number 10 here, and the situation is something like this. It is somewhat similar to the previous question. Here we have a rod which is 80 meter wide. Now there are two poles which are in the identical size, that is their height is equal. Let us assume that the height of the poles is h. Now we have a point on the ground where the angle of elevation of both the poles is 60 degree and 30 degree. Clearly the angles are not equal, so this is not the center of this 80 meter rod. So we have to assume that the point is in between somewhere at a distance of x from one pole, and the total distance is 80, so the remaining distance will be 80 minus x. टोटल डिस्टेंस AC जो है वो 80 मीटर है. अगर हम इस पोल AB से अगर इसकी पॉइंट की डिस्टेंस x मानेंगे, तो जो रिमेनिंग डिस्टेंस है मीन्स द डिस्टेंस ऑफ दिस पॉइंट फ्रॉम द अदर पोल विल बी 80 माइनस x, क्योंकि इन दोनों का सम 80 है, तो ये अगर x है तो रिमेनिंग विल बी 80 माइनस x. नाउ वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट दिस x एंड द हाइट ऑफ पोल. So here we will be starting with the same situation. Let us consider the triangle CDE in which the angle is 30 degree. So I am taking tan 30 here, which is perpendicular, that is DC, and the base is AC. Now tan 30 is 1 by root 3. DC is h, which we want to calculate here, and EC here I am taking it as 80 minus x. If we cross multiply this, we will be getting root 3h is equals to 80 minus x. This is what we are getting from here. So we will use this relation somewhere. Let us call this equation 1, which we are getting from here. Now let us consider the other triangle, that is ABE. So in triangle ABE, the angle is 60 degree now. So tan 60 is perpendicular, that is AB upon AE. AB upon AE. Here the value of tan 60 is root 3. AB is same, that is height of the pole, and AE we have taken as x. So from here root 3x is coming out to be equal to h. This is our second equation. Now from first and second we can eliminate h and to get the value of x. So here I am using the first and second equation. From first and second, here the root 3h is given. So in place of h I am writing this value root 3x. So root 3x is equal to 80 minus x. So root 3 multiplied with root 3x will be x. This minus will become plus here. So this become x and equals to 80. So 4x is coming out to be 80. So x is 80 upon 4, that is 20. So x की वैल्यू जो है वो 20 मीटर आ रही है. इसका मतलब the distance of this point from the pole AB is 20 meter. So the distance AE is equals to x 20 meters. Similarly, if we want to calculate EC, this is 80 minus x, that is 80 minus 20. So EC is coming here 60 meters. So the distance of that point from the other pole is 60. So from the first pole it is 20 meter away, and from the second pole it is 60 meter away. Now we have to calculate the value of height. From equation 2 we can write h is equals to root 3x. So the value of x here is 20. So root 3 into 20. So height is coming out to be 20 root 3 meter. So the height of each pole is 20 root 3 meter. So let us come to the question number 11. Here the situation is like we have a tower which is on one bank of a canal, and we have taken one point which is at the ground towards the other side of the bank. Means जो canal है उसकी width x CB है, और ये point जो है B वो एक canal के एक साइड में है और दूसरा point C है जो opposite side में है. From this point the angle of elevation of the tower is 50 degree. Now we have taken another point which is 20 meter away on the same side of that point, from where the angle of inclination is 30 degree. Now angle of elevation is 30 degree. Here we have to calculate the width of canal, that is CB, which I assumed here as x, and we have to calculate the height, that is I assumed here as h. So let us start this question with by taking one of the triangle. So in triangle ABC, if we look here, the angle C is 60 degrees. So we are taking tan 60 is equals to, perpendicular is AB and the base is BC. So tan 60 is root 3. Then AB here is h and the base is x. So from here we are getting this value h is equals to root 3x. And now let us consider, we'll assume this equation, this result as 1. Now let us come to the next triangle. In triangle ABD, if we consider this triangle, the angle here is 30 degrees. So tan 30 will be equals to the perpendicular, that is AB, upon base, that is BD. AB upon BD. So the value of tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equals to, AB here is h and the BD distance is BC plus CB. So if we look at this situation, it is 1 by root 3 is equals to h upon DC is given as 20 meter, which is this point D is 20 meter away from the point C, so this is 20, and CB we have calculated as X. So this CB is X. Now we have this equation from here, so if we cross multiply this, we are getting 20 plus X is equals to root 3H. This is the second equation which we are getting here. Now we will solve this both the equations and get the value of X and H, which is the width of canal and the height of tower. So from first and second we can eliminate. From first and second I am taking here the value of H and substituting here. So if we substitute the value of H in this, we will be getting 20 plus X is equals to root 3. The H is coming out to be root 3X. So I am substituting it as root 3x in this. So from here we are getting 20 plus x is equals to, if you look at this, this is 3x, so 20 is equals to 3x minus x, so 20 is equals to 2x, and hence the value of x is 20 by 2, which is 10 meter. यहाँ पर जो x की वैल्यू है वो 10 मीटर आ रही है, मीन्स जो कैनल है की जो विड्थ है वो 10 मीटर है. Now from equation 1 we can find out the height, that is root 3x, and here the value is root 3 multiplied with 10, so the height of tower is coming out to be 10 root 3 meters. Okay, and the situation is something like this. Here we have a building and a tower, they are very near to each other. The height of building is given to us as 7 meters. Now from the top of building we are watching the top of the tower and the base of tower. The angle of elevation from this top of the building to the top of tower is 60 degree, and the angle of depression for the base of this tower is 45. We have to find the height of tower, means we need this distance CE. Now this is a very simple situation. Here AB is height of building, it will be same as DE. AB और DE जो है ये अगर एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लेवल हम माने तो AE और BD जो है वो पैरेलल लाइंस होगी, तो DE जो होगा वो भी 7 मीटर आएगा. Let us assume that CD, the remaining part of this tower, is X. So once if we calculate the X, we can add X with 7 to get the height of tower. So here I am writing the height of tower, this will be CE, which is nothing but CD plus DE. CD और DE को हम ऐड करके ये निकाल रहे हैं, तो CE is equals to X plus 7 meter. So this is what we are getting here. Now our target is to get the value of X. So for this reason we will be using a very simple concept. If we look at this BD and A, they are parallel, so BE is working as the transversal, so the angle E, which is here, is alternate interior angle, so this will be again the same, that is 45. Now let us assume, let us consider that the triangle which is here, the triangle ABE. If we consider triangle ABE, what we are getting here, this angle is 90 degree. So if we use 10 here, so 1045 will be perpendicular upon base, that is AB upon AE. Now here 1045 is 1, AB is known to us, the height of building, that is 7. So from here we are getting the distance between the building and tower as AE, that is 7 meters, means the distance between the tower and building is 7 meters. Now if it is 7 meters, the distance of BD, this will be again equals to AE. BD और AE जो है वो same parallel distance है, so this will be 7 meters. Now let us consider this triangle BDC. So in triangle BDC, the angle of elevation here from this point B to C is 60 degree. So 1060 here I am taking is equals to, perpendicular is CD and the base is BD, CD upon BD. So the value of tan 60 here is root 3. The CD we have assumed as x and the BD distance we have calculated from the first part, that is AE is equals to BD, that is 7. So from here, if we cross multiply this, the value of x is coming out to be 7 root 3 meters. Now x is not the height of tower. The height of tower is here, CE. So the height of tower जो है ये CE है, जो कि x plus 7 है. So x is 7 root 3 plus 7. So if we take 7 common, we are getting 7 root 3. 7 times root 3 plus 1 meter. So this is what we are getting from here. The height of tower is CE and its length is coming out to be 7 times root 3 plus 1 meter. Let us come to the question number 13 here. In this question, there are two ships and we have a lighthouse from which the person over the top of this from point D is looking at these two ships. The angle of depression of the two ships are 45 degrees for the first, which is nearer to the lighthouse, and the angle of depression for the other ship is 30 degrees. We have to calculate the distance between these two ships. So here in this situation, suppose the distance between these two ships I am taking here is as x. Now the height of lighthouse is 75, so let us consider this distance as y. Now if we look at the situation, this angle B will come out to be 45 by the transversal rule, and this will come out to be 30 degree. ये 45 और 30 degree होंगे by simple geometry, that is this horizontal level and the base horizontal level will be parallel, so these two lines DB and DC will work as the transversal, so these angles will be 30 degree and 45 degree respectively. So now in triangle ABD, let us consider this triangle. Here tan 45 is perpendicular, that is AB upon base, so AD upon AB. Tan 45 is nothing but 1, and here the AD is 75 and AB is y. So from here the value of y is coming out to be 75 meter, means the distance of first ship from the lighthouse is y, that is 75 meters. Now let us consider the other triangle, that is ACD. So in triangle ACD, if we consider this, the angle is 30 degree now. So tan 30 will be perpendicular, that is AD upon base. Here the base is nothing but AC. Now tan 30 is 1 by root 3, and AD here we have calculated, it is given as the height, that is 75. Now the AC can be written as AB plus BC, AB plus BC. Now 1 by root 3 is equals to 75 upon AB. The value of AB is y, which we have calculated 75, and the BC we have taken as x. So now our target is to calculate the value of x. If we cross multiply this, we will be getting 75 plus x is equals to 75 root 3. Now the value of x here is 75 root 3 minus 75. So from here the value is coming, if we take 75 out of this, we are getting root 3 minus 1. So the distance between the two ships will be 75 times root 3 minus 1. So let us come to the question number 14 of this exercise. Let us come to the question number 14 here. The question is, there is a girl, its height is 1.2 meters. The girl is having its height, her height is Let us come to the question number 14 here. In this question, we have a girl which is having 1.2 meter height, and she is observing that there is a balloon. Initially when she saw the balloon, the angle of elevation of this balloon is 60 degree, and after some time it moved horizontally to a distance, and the angle of elevation now reduced to 30 degree. If the balloon is moving at a constant height of 88.2 meters, we have to find that how much distance the balloon has moved when the angle changes from 60 to 30. Let me call this as A, B, C, D, then E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, point is G, and this one is H. Now, we have to do one very simple calculation. If we look at this height, the HC is same as the height of girl. So, if we need this value, that is DH, this will be nothing but 88.2. I am writing here the DH distance, which will be equals to EG, is nothing but 88.2 minus the height of girl, that is equals to 87 meters. So the distance of the balloon, the horizontal level of her eyes is 87 meters in both the cases. Now we have to calculate this distance. Let us call this as X. So the GH will be equals to BC, and let me call this distance AB as Y. So it will be same as FG. So now let us consider two different triangles. Here this distance is coming out to be 87 meters, and this will be the same 87 meters. So I am using this triangle here. This angle will be 90 degrees. So triangle EFG, in triangle EFG, the angle is 60 degrees, so tan 60 is equals to perpendicular, that is EG, upon base, that is FG. Tan 60 is root 3 is equals to EG is 87 upon the base, that is we have assumed as Y. So the value of Y coming here is 87 by root 3 meters. We are able to calculate the value of Y here, that is 87 upon root 3. Now let us consider the other triangle here. In triangle DFH, the angle given is 30 degrees. Once it is reduced from 60 to 30, the perpendicular here is DH and the base, that is FH. So from here tan 30 is 1 by root 3, and DH is nothing but 87 meters, which we have calculated from by decreasing the height of girl from the total height of balloon. FH can be written as FG plus GH. Now 1 by root 3 is equals to 87 upon FG. FG is nothing but the distance Y, which we have calculated as 87 upon root 3 plus the distance GH is nothing but equals to X, which is the horizontal distance which is moved by the balloon, which is our final requirement here. Now let us solve this question further. We will cross multiply this, so we will be getting 87 upon root 3 plus X is equals to 87 root 3. Now to solve for X, we have to transpose this value to the RHS. So we are getting this situation. Take 87 common here, so root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 आएगा. Now X is equals to 87. अब इसमें जो LCM है वो root 3 है. इसको जब आप ऐसे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ये आएगा 3 minus 1. So the value which we are getting here is 87 into 2 by root 3. Now again this root 3 cannot be kept in the denominator, so we have to rationalize, so multiply it by root 3. So X is coming out to be 87 into 2 root 3 upon 3. Now we can solve this. So when we divide this by 3, we will getting 3 2 ja 6, 3 9 ja 27. 29 into 2 root 3 will be 58 root 3 meters. So So the balloon are moved by a distance of 58√3 meters when the angle of elevation from her eyes changes from 60 degree to 30 degree. So let us come to the question number 15. The question is, from a tower, one person is observing that a car is moving with a constant speed. Let us assume that speed is v towards the foot of tower. एक टावर के ऊपर एक व्यक्ति एक कार को देख रहा है, तो कार जो है constant speed से इस टावर के फुट की तरफ आ रही है. So here the foot of tower is just below this person. It is approaching the foot of tower with a constant speed v, suppose. After 6 seconds, the angle of depression changes from 30 to 60 degree. The time taken from moving from this point to this is 6 seconds. Now we have to calculate that after how much time this car will be now reach up to the foot of tower. Let me call this time t1 as 6 seconds. 6 seconds the given time from this point to this is 6 seconds. And we have to calculate the time t2 here. Let me assume the height of tower is h. Now suppose this point is A, this point is B, this point is C, and this is D. If we want to calculate the distance AB here, AB is nothing but distance, that is we can use speed into time. So here AB is nothing but speed is V, that is constant speed, and time is 6 seconds. So we can take as 6v meters. Similarly, the distance BC will be taken as, the time here I am taking is t2, so that is v into t2. So distance here is vt2. Now we can use these two values to calculate the value of t2. Now let us consider this angles here. The angle of depression is 30 and 60 degrees. So this angle will be 30 degree and this angle will be 60 degree. So let us consider these triangles now. Suppose I consider the triangle, let us consider the triangle ACD first. So in triangle ACD, if we look at this, the angle of elevation is 30 degree. So tan 30 is perpendicular, that is BC, upon base, that is AC. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equals to DC is H upon AC here is nothing but AB plus BC. AC is AB plus BC. Now 1 by root 3 is equals to H upon the AB which we have calculated is 6V and the BC which we have calculated is V into T2. If we cross multiply this, we are getting root 3H is equals to 6V plus VT2. Let me call this equation as equation 1. हमने एक ट्राइंगल लिया, उससे हमारे पास एक इक्वेशन आई है और इस इक्वेशन को हम आगे क्वेश्चन को सोल्व करने में यूज करेंगे. So let us come to the other triangle here. This is triangle BCD. So in triangle BCD, the angle is 60 degree. So tan 60 is equals to, the perpendicular is DC and the base is BC. Tan 60 degree is root 3 and BC we have assumed as H and the BC is nothing but we have calculated VT2. So this is what we are getting from here. So H from here is coming out to be root 3 VT2. This is our second result. Now from first and second we can eliminate H so that we can find out the value of T2 here. So I am using this root 3 into in place of H here. I am using this value, that is root 3 VT2 is equals to 6V plus VT2. Here this will be 3VT2 is equals to 6V plus VT2. Now if we bring this VT2 here, so that is V time taken time 2, that is VT2 is equals to 6V. अगर आप इसमें से VT2 कॉमन ले लेंगे, अब इसको सोल्व करेंगे तो ये 2VT2 आएगा, that is 6V. Now so the value of T2 will be 6V upon 2V. You are surprised to see that the V which we have assumed here as constant speed is eliminated finally. So the whole question is a very simple question based upon a very simple relation, that is speed into time, where we used it as distance is equal to speed into time. One time is given as 6 seconds, other time we want to calculate. So from this point B, now the car will take 3 seconds to reach up to the foot of tower. So now let us come to the last end of this exercise and the chapter, that is question number 16. The question is, we have a tower DC, I assume its height as h. The distance of 2 points from its foot is 4 meters for point B, and for point A it is 9 meters. Now the angle of elevation for these 2 points A and B, which are at a distance of 4 meters and 9 meters, are complementary. Means if we consider this angle as theta, the angle of inclination from point A is theta, the other will be the complement of this theta, that is 90 minus theta. We have to prove that the height is 6 meters. So let us try to solve this question. In first equation we consider the triangle BCD. Let us consider triangle BCD here. So tan theta in this situation is DC upon BC. So tan theta is coming out to be DC upon BC. So tan theta is equals to, the DC is h, I have assumed here, and this is 4. The value of tan theta we have calculated here. This is our equation 1. Then come to the other triangle, that is in triangle ACD. In triangle ACD, the angle here is 90 minus theta. क्यों? Complementary angle है, तो ये अगर थीटा है तो दूसरा एंगल 90 माइनस थीटा होगा. तो आई हैव टू टेक हियर tan 90 minus theta. The perpendicular in this case is DC and the base is AC. Now tan 90 minus theta, this is nothing but cot theta, is equals to DC I assumed as h, which we want to calculate, and the distance AC, which is given in the question as 9. Now if we take reciprocal of this, this will be tan theta, 1 upon tan theta, and this is coming out to be h by 9. If we take reciprocal of this, tan theta is coming out to be 9 upon h. This is our second equation. Now the LHS of first and second is same. इक्वेशन 1 और 2 से जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड है वो सेम है, तो हम RHS को भी सेम कर सकते हैं. सो फ्रॉम फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड वी कैन राइट h by 4 is equals to 9 by h. So from here we are getting h multiplied with h is 4 into 9. So here we are getting h square is equals to 36. So h is coming out to be root 36. So height we are getting here is 6 meters. यहाँ से जो height मिल रही है टावर की वो है 6 meters, which we wanted to prove. The height is not given to us and the theta is also not given to us. But somehow we managed by using the complementary angle concept. Tan 90 minus theta is complement of cot theta. So this is how we find out the height. So this is all about this chapter, where I tried to explain you each and every question in a simple language.